Welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we're shrinking you down into something unimaginably tiny. What if you were an amoeba? You'd be a single-celled powerhouse with no brain, no heart, and no bones, but still, you'd be alive, aware, and surprisingly smart for something microscopic. As an amoeba, your entire body is a shape-shifting blob of jelly. You'd move using pseudopods or false feet, extensions of your own gooey body that reach out and pull the rest of you along. No legs, no problem. You'd flow like liquid thought. Think you're too small to matter. Amoebas can be giant in the micro world. Some grow up to 1 millimeter across, big enough to see without a microscope. That's like a skyscraper in the world of cells. Your digestive system? It's basically your entire body. Amoebas surround their prey, bacteria, algae, even other amoebas, and simply absorb them. Your stomach would form on the spot, engulf the food, and vanish when the meal's done. Instant digestion. Even though you don't have a brain, amoebas make decisions, seriously. Studies show they can solve mazes and even anticipate patterns, proving that you don't need neurons to be smart. You'd be thinking with chemistry. But your life wouldn't be easy. You'd face deadly threats every second, from other microbes, changes in pH, dehydration, and even tiny viruses. Good thing you'd have a secret weapon, the ability to insist. That means forming a tough shell and sleeping through the apocalypse. And get this, some amoebas have multiple nuclei, meaning you'd have more than one command center. That's like having several brains working together inside your body, all in one cell. You wouldn't just be floating in some pond. Some amoebas live inside humans. One species, Amoeba histolytica, can actually eat your organs from the inside out. Not all amoebas are friendly, but as one, you might be a stealthy invader. Want something crazier? Scientists discovered a giant amoeba-like creature called a xenophyophore in the deepest parts of the ocean. It's so massive it redefines what a single-celled organism can be. You might have been living under kilometers of crushing pressure and thriving. As an amoeba, you'd be practically immortal, at least biologically. Amoebas don't age the way humans do. They reproduce by binary fission, splitting in two. That means technically the amoeba you started as could still be alive in its descendants millions of divisions later. Some amoebas carry ancient secrets. In fact, scientists revived a 30,000-year-old giant virus from inside an amoeba frozen in Siberian permafrost. If you were that host amoeba, you'd be a time capsule from the Ice Age. You wouldn't just float aimlessly, you'd be drawn to light, chemicals, and food with a kind of cellular navigation system. Amoebas follow gradients in their environment, detecting molecules through chemotaxis, making micro-decisions every second. Ever felt hungry enough to eat yourself? As an amoeba, that's just called autophagy, a natural process where you'd recycle your own parts to survive. It's also a process your human body uses at the cellular level, so you might be more amoeba-like than you think. If you lived in extreme environments like volcanic hot springs or toxic sludge, you wouldn't even flinch. Some amoebas are extremophiles, meaning they thrive in places humans couldn't survive a single second. As an amoeba, you'd be part of one of Earth's earliest life forms. Fossil evidence shows amoeba-like life dating back over 1.8 billion years. You're not just old school, you're the original biological OG. You could be a social creature too. Slime molds, which begin as amoebas, can combine into a multicellular blob, move as one, and even solve mazes collectively to find food. As weird as it sounds, you'd be a team player sometimes. If you lived inside a human, you might influence their mood. Naegleria fowleri, the brain-eating amoeba, causes deadly infections, but other amoebas in the gut might affect the human gut-brain axis, subtly changing emotions or appetite. Some amoebas create shells made of sand grains, calcium, or even glass-like material. These structures, called tests, act like microscopic armor and come in mind-blowing shapes, spirals, stars, and intricate lattices designed by a single cell. Finally, if you were an amoeba, you'd be part of a story still unfolding. Scientists are constantly discovering new species of amoebas, some with genetic sequences so strange they don't fit into any known group of life. You wouldn't just be weird, you'd be a biological mystery. So what if you were an amoeba? You'd be small but adaptable, brainless but brilliant, soft but nearly indestructible. Life would be weird, alien and awesome, all in a single cell. If you enjoyed this bizarre transformation, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more mind-bending what-ifs.